Everybody loves this aroma. Many of you have a love affair with this little coffee bean. Coffee has been prized since it was founded in the early 9th century in Ethiopia. But what many people are unwilling to accept is the truth, the fact, that coffee is not good for you. I've been an acupuncturist for over 10 years, so I can tell you firsthand I've seen the detrimental effects that coffee can have on you. Today I'm going to go over the problems with drinking coffee, the solutions for those of you who just can't live without it, and the benefits from eliminating coffee from your diet. The first problem with coffee is caffeine is addicting. Now, God values self-control. Proverbs 25:28 says, like a city whose walls are broken through is a person who lacks self-control. When we give into addiction, we steer far away from what God wants for us, and that's to have self-control. One study found that addiction for caffeine was similar to that of other psychoactive substances. And in addition, the withdrawal symptoms could be anything from severe headaches to muscular pain to even depression. Now, another problem with drinking coffee is the health risks associated with caffeine intake. Coronary disease, fibrocystic breast, reproductive disorders, anxiety, dizziness, insomnia, these are all associated with caffeine intake. I had a patient who I treated, and she was a really heavy coffee drinker. She had both fibrocystic breasts and endometriosis. And just simply by eliminating coffee from her diet, both those things started to subside. And if you're one of those people who likes to drink from a French press, you also increase your risk for high cholesterol. That's because normal coffee filters out the oil that's known to raise cholesterol levels. When you use this press, it doesn't filter that out. Another problem with drinking coffee is you just don't know how much caffeine you're getting. They did an experiment where they went to 6 different stores and they bought the same coffee drink, just an 8-ounce cup. And whenever they came back to test it, it ranged anywhere from 130 milligrams to 280 milligrams of caffeine. Now, in a country like Canada, they discourage you from having any more than 400 milligrams daily for your total caffeine intake. And it's even less if you're a woman of childbearing age or if you're an adolescent. So if you just have 2 of those cups from that coffee store that may have that 280 milligram cup of only 8 ounces of coffee, keep this in mind, you're already going over what they recommend for you to do in Canada. So now that you know the problems associated with drinking coffee, let's talk about the solutions. You feel like you can't live without coffee. What are you going to do? Well, first, just switch to decaf. If you take the caffeine out of the coffee, you're eliminating all these problems, all these risks. And second, I know a lot of you claim that you can only do your morning business whenever you have your coffee. Well, why not try this? This is senna leaf, known as fan xie, the Chinese herb. You can make a tea out of this, and I assure you, you'll have no problems going to the bathroom. Next, a lot of people claim they can only get energy in the morning by drinking that cup of coffee to get started. Well, why not try eating a healthy breakfast and having a healthy beverage? Our bodies are designed to get all the energy that we need from food and from rest. And last, I know a lot of you love the smell of coffee, so why don't you make a little potpourri bag? Put the little beans in there, stick it in all your drawers of clothes, and you can wake up smelling just like coffee. And last, the benefits. The benefits from eliminating coffee from your diet. First, as I mentioned, you have all of these risks, all of these problems. You can reduce all of that just by eliminating coffee from your diet. And next, you're going to sleep better because your sleeping patterns are going to be better when you stop drinking coffee. And last, the satisfaction in knowing you have the willpower to overcome this addiction. So now you know the problems associated with drinking coffee, the solutions for those of you who feel like you can't live without it, and the benefits from eliminating coffee from your diet. Coffee poses health risks. Caffeine is addicting. I urge you to put down that cup of joe and live a longer and healthier life. In closing, I'd like to say, if you feel like you can't give up coffee, you're not alone. Addiction is a powerful thing, but take pride in yourself and your body and overcome it.